Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We're bringing you commentary today of the friendly international between Austria and Germany. We're also bringing live updates from the under-21 match at Goodison Park between England and Northern Ireland. Absolute capacity crowd here at the Ernst Happel Stadion in the 10th district of the beautiful city of Vienna. A full capacity almost, and friendly or not, these two countries have a rivalry. Just before we get into this, we are going to just go to we're just going to go to Russ over at Goodison, over covering the game at Goodison Park. Russ, England versus Northern Ireland.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Concjobs coverage of this match, as well as the main match today between Austria and Germany. That's the main one. We'll start off in this one, though, of the game between England and Northern Ireland. And we'll now just take a quick look at the two starting lineups for both sides. And we'll start off with England, who line up in goal is James Trafford, the Burnley goalkeeper. Livramento, Kwanzaa, Branthwaite and Wilson Esbrand is across the back line. Harvey Elliott, Morton and Bano Gittins are in midfield, with Acne, Stansfield and Manueke leading the line for Lee Carsley's side. As for Tommy Wright's side in Northern Ireland, is Clark in goal for them. Johnson, McConville, Forbes and Donnelly across the back. Devlin, McKeenan and McDonnell in midfield. And then leading the line for them is Allen, McGuckin and Devaney for Northern Ireland today. Go good, strong benches from both sides as well, which I can bring to you, just let you know who the strong benches are for both England and Northern Ireland. And I'll just bring you the England one first. Is Cox, the sub-goalkeeper, Creswell, Delap, Arwood, Bellis, Illing Jr., McAteer, Norton Cuffy, Patino and Philogene, who's been in fine form at Hull City this season. For Northern Ireland is Bagley, Barnsley, Falls, Fogarty, Kelly, Lindsay, McCann, McGee and Robinson is the two benches today. This one should be a good match and we're looking forward to this one. Just before we go any further and bring up the team news, which we have got for the Austria versus Germany game, let me just tell you what we've got coming up on Thursday evening, and this is going to be a cracking show. Our very first Premier League preview show, which is going to be live across all our platforms, down across TCUB, TCUB2, and focus on football due to technical reasons. Unfortunately, they're going to be on JB Sports and Storm FM. Also, I've got my YouTube, my Twitch channel tonight. If you want to listen over there, I'll give you the details for that shortly. But we're going to be previewing all this weekend's Premier League games. As you can see on the screen, Man City against Liverpool, Burnley, West Ham, Luton, Palace, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest, Brighton, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, Brentford, Arsenal, Spurs, Villa, Everton, Man United and Fulham against Wolves. Then that's on Thursday. Then on Saturday evening, join myself. I'll be in the commentary box and I'll be alongside the man who's with us tonight, Paul James. We'll bring the alternative coverage of the Premier League clash. Week number 13 in the Premier League is Brentford against Arsenal. 5:30 kickoff for that one. Then on Sunday, I'll be in the commentary chair alongside Luke Turton for Spurs against Aston Villa, 2 o'clock kickoff. And Paul James will be in the presenter's chair for that one. That's some really good matches that we've got coming up on the channel. And it should be a good match that we've got coming up this evening as well. We're now going to get over and listen to see what the team news is for the game involving Austria against Germany. And your man to tell us that all important starting lineups and benches is Paul James, your man who's doing the commentary.
Thank you, Ross. We'll return to you for updates for England versus Northern Ireland, but we're focusing today Austria versus Germany, this international friendly at the Ernst Happel Stadion in Vienna. Let's take a look at the teams as the players are in the tunnel. Austria have one change from their victory over Estonia. Maximilian Boba is out and Philip Wene is in. For Germany, they make three changes from the home defeat to Turkey. Benjamin Heinrichs is out and Mats Hummels is in. Joshua Kimmich is out and Leon Goretzka is in, his Bayern Munich teammate. And Florian Wirtz is out and Serge Gnabry is in. So let's take a look at the two lineups. And we'll start with Austria, and they are managed by Ralf Rangnick. They start with Alexander Schlager in goal, one of only 5 players in this entire Austrian squad that actually play in the Austrian Bundesliga. David Alaba, the captain, Philipp Wene, Philipp Lienhard and Nicholas Seivold make up the back four for Austria. The three midfielders are Christoph Baumgartner, Stefan Posch and Xaver Schlager, no relation to the goalkeeper. The front line is Marcel Sabitzer, Michael Grigoric, and Konrad Lehmer make up the starting lineup for Austria. For the struggling Germans, Kevin Trapp is in goal. Kai Havertz, Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah, and Mats Hummels make up the back four. The two holding midfielders are Leon Goretzka, Ilkay Gundogan, the captain, Serge Gnabry, Julian Brandt, and Leroy Sané, with Nicholas Füllkrug leading the line. They're, of course, managed by Julian Nagelsmann. The substitutes for Austria are Tobias Lavol and Patrick Pence are the two goalkeepers. Maximilian Vober, Kevin Danso, Marco Arnautovic, Florian Grilic, Maximilian Entrop, Florian Kainz, Romano Schmidt, Sasa Kalajic. You Wolves fans will know a little bit about him. Matthias Seidel and Manfred Sakaria. For Germany, they have Yanis Blaswich and Oliver Baumann are the two goalkeepers. Gritcha Prowell, Joshua Kimmich, Thomas Muller, Nicholas Sula, if he comes on today, will make his 50th cap. Benjamin Heinrichs, Florian Wirtz, Stefan Hoffmann, Marvin Dutch, David Rahm, Pascal Gross, and Robert Andrich is one of 2 outfield German players that could be awarded their first cap this evening. So just a comment that was made by the leading goal scorer in World Cup history, Miroslav Klose, who's been speaking recently on Germany's poor performances. And he has basically said that he feels that the players need to make a bigger effort to win back the fans. Indeed commenting and saying, I hope the players will remember that they embody the German national team, which has gone far in most tournaments in the past. You can't just start making an effort in the round of 16 or round of quarterfinals. Quite right. Our referee today is Slavko Vinic. He is 43 years of age and he's from Maribor in Slovenia. And he is a UEFA and FIFA official. He quickly rose up the ranks. He started in the Slovenian league in 2007 and became a FIFA official in 2010. And he has made 11 appearances in all competitions, shown 44 yellow cards. He has not shown a red card all season, and he's awarded 1 penalty. He will be joined by his Slovenian colleagues as the on-field officials. Tomas Klasnik and Andras Kovacic are the 2 assistants. 4th official is Martin Matosa. The 2 VAR officials are from Romania, which is Ovidiu Hadakan and Sebastian Colatescu. Those are your officials as the Austrian national anthem is currently booming out here in Vienna. And these 2 teams have indeed met each other 39 times. Austria have only won 8 of those, with Germany winning 25 and 6 draws. The actual first meeting between the 2 teams was on June the 7th in 1908 at the Cricketerplatz in Vienna, in front of only 5,000 people, and Austria won 3-2 that day. Some of the news events of that time: on March the 9th, the Italian footballing giants Inter Milan was founded as Football Club Internazionale. And on May the 21st, for all you horror lovers, the first American horror movie, silent film Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, premiered in Chicago. Austria have only won 3 in the last 30 meetings against their neighbours. However, they did win the last meeting against Germany in Klagenfurt on 1-0 on June the 2nd in 2018, in what really began Germany's darkest period in almost all of their footballing history. The captains just gathering together at the centre circle here, and the referee there, and Alaba has just joined Ilkay Gundogan in the middle as they do the flip of the coin. While we're doing that, Ross, have they begun at Goodison Park yet?
No, kicked off here yet, Paul. Just going through just waiting for the handshakes and toss of the coin here at the moment. Paul, should be a good game, just about to go on with the handshakes in any second now. So the two teams have just posed for a photo in this one, but we're waiting for the kick-off to happen. Just going through the handshakes now, the two captains and the match officials. And now just about to do the coin toss right about now. James Trafford looking in confident mood today, Paul, and for Burnley fans around the world listening in as well. You all want to know if he has a good performance today to take back into the Premier League action this weekend for Burnley. Let's hope he does and have a good confidence booster going into the Burnley game of the weekend for Burnley fans as well. We've not kicked off here yet. Well, it's just about to go underway any second now, I would say.
All right, thank you, Russ, for that. Appreciate that. We're about to just get underway here. Germany in black and white shirts, black shorts will attack the goal to our left here. Austria in their home jerseys of red shirts, white shorts, and red socks as this match is underway. And it's already intercepted by Ilkay Gundogan, who gives it to Kai Havertz, who's once again in the left-back position today. The ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. It goes off Konrad Lehmer there. And, it's the throw-in has actually been awarded to Austria, and Poch is going to take that throw-in. It's flicked on, but it's intercepted by Kai Havertz, and there is a foul on Baumgartner, and Austria will get a free kick, and there is Ralf Rangnick. Ross has just informed me the England game is also underway. We'll go to updates there throughout the first half, and of course, if there is any goals, we'll go up there. We'll let you know. Here's Poch now for Austria. Poch, it's a good challenge by Serge Gnabry, and he's just not able to keep a hold of possession. The ball goes out of play, but it is going to be a throw-in for Germany, level with the halfway line. There's Julian Nagelsmann, Germany's latest coach. He's in charge till at least the conclusion of the Euros next summer. Of course, very young coach. He's impressed when he was during his time at Bayern, but can he turn around this terrible period for German football at the moment? Here's Antonio Rudiger under pressure. Rudiger just drops it back to Goretzka. It's given away by Rudiger again, and now Austria have the ball. And here's Baumgartner with a shot. Oh, and that's a good challenge by Antonio Rudiger. Oh, he gets across from the shot from Baumgartner. It's again, no, Germany were the architects of their own downfall. They gave the ball away there, and it was won back by Sievold, who gave the ball to Baumgartner. But Rudiger got back well to challenge. It is the first corner of the game, and the corner is going to be taken by Real Madrid's David Alaba, the Austria captain. He's going to swing this one in. 6-yard box loaded up there at the moment, and see this beautiful stadium, this beautiful old stadium in the 10th district of Vienna. I've spent 9 months of my life in Vienna. If you've never visited, you really ought to go. It's a beautiful city. Corner going to be taken now by David Alaba. It's swung in and headed away by Kai Havertz. Got some distance on that, but Austria keep possession. The ball comes right back, and the shot is wide that time from Stefan Poch, and it's a goal kick. 2.5 minutes gone here. Austria 0, Germany 0. And it's now back with Antonio Rudiger, who goes back to Kevin Trapp. Of course, he's in because Manuel Neuer is still recovering from a broken leg and a further injury to the other goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, a back injury. So he has now returned to Barcelona. So the ball is over now on the far side. And it's Baumgartner swings the ball in. It's headed away there by Rudiger. Only out as far as Schlager. Schlager trying to get the ball in, but it looks like he's committed a foul there on Gundogan. So it's going to be a free kick to Germany. Schlager just trying to get ahead of Gundogan there, but good work by the German captain there. Just gets in front of Schlager, and it goes over, and that's going to be a free kick. And it's a goal kick. It's a free kick now to be taken by Kevin Trapp, the Eintracht Frankfurt goalkeeper. He hasn't had much action. As it stands, this Germany squad in terms of goalkeepers, Blauschwitz and Brahman have not actually had any caps at all. Kevin Trapp, this is only his 9th cap for Germany, so they have some inexperience in the goalkeeping department right now. Here's Julian Brandt. Brandt gives the ball to Gundogan. Here's Goretzka now as Germany attempting to break forward. Gives the ball to Kai Havertz, advancing on the left. Havertz drops the ball back to Goretzka, and it's now with Brandt on the far side, and it's Leroy Sané. He's just over there, he's surrounded by 2 Austrian players. He gives it to Jonathan Tah, and it goes all the way back to Leon Goretzka, and he gives it to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger back to Gnabry. Gnabry plays the ball forward and away now is Kai Havertz. He's got some space in front of him. He's waiting for help in the box. Havertz pulled back. He was looking for Brandt, but it was a good interception. That was a good challenge by Mwene. And it's now out to Goretzka, who launches it into the box and headed away again by Mwene. And it goes out of play for a throw-in, level with the 6-yard box. Germany piling pressure here on Austria. Of course, Austria have only had 3 wins against Germany in the last 30 games, but of course one of those being the most recent one. And Havertz now is going to take the throw-in. Havertz just drops it there to Goretzka. Goes out of play. Going to be another throw-in. And this time it looks like it may be a throw-in to Austria. We've had 5.5 minutes gone here. It is indeed a throw-in to Austria, which Stefan Poch is going to take. It's level with his own penalty area. We're going to go over to Goodison Park in a moment to get an update from Russ in just a few moments. Just see how this all pans out. Poch just plays the ball across to Mwene. Mwene's ball is a disappointing one, and Germany can come forward again. And helping at the back there is Lienhardt. But it's won back by Kai Havertz by the corner flag. Havertz pulled back to Gnabry. Gnabry to Rudiger. Rudiger to Goretzka. Goretzka lifts the ball in, but it goes right through to the goalkeeper, Alexander Schlager. Let's take a nip over to Goodison Park now. How's it going early on there, Ross? Okay, we're not getting much from Russ right now, so we'll come back to him in a little while. And it's cleared downfield, and here is Baumgartner. And it's dropped all the way back to Lienhardt. We might just be able to go over to Russ now. Russ, Goodison Park?
Hi, Paul. Can you hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, Russ. How's it going down there?
Yes, still 0-0. England just had a free kick moments ago. Fantastic free kick. Brilliant ball whipped in by Orvielet after a foul on Nodi Madueke. Livramento go round the back, but no one in the white shirt could turn it off. And it was a fantastic whip ball in from Harvey Elliott. And Livramento did brilliantly to get round the back onto their England's right-hand side, but just couldn't find a teammate to put it back in. Bano Gittins up against Charlie Allen on the England left-hand side is looking really lively, looking to cause... Charlie Allen's won the first couple of battles out there. That's going to be an interesting battle for me to keep watching, Paul. But at the moment, coming up close to 7 minutes, it's still England 0, Northern Ireland 0. England on the attack. He's had a penalty. Can they get a striking on goal? They can't. Northern Ireland managed to clear it away. And it remains England 0, Northern Ireland 0. 7 minutes gone here, Paul.
Thanks, Russ. And back at this one, Germany have a free kick with Kai Havertz in the centre of the circle. And... Goretzka launches the ball forward, looking for Serge Gnabry. He's got Poch in front of him. Gnabry just pulls himself back, and he tries to launch the ball over on the far side, looking for Sané. He's able to find Sané, his Bayern Munich teammate. He's just a bit away from him, but Sané has picked up the ball. It's now Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan gives the ball to Rudiger, just over the halfway line now. Down this left-hand side to Kai Havertz, who's dropped back to Leon Goretzka. Goretzka again. He plays the ball forward here to Gnabry. Good challenge that time by Linehardt, but Germany maintain possession. It's Rudiger again, over on the far side to Julian Brandt. Brandt just drops the ball back there to Tar. And here's Gundogan. Oh, he wasn't able to find Füllkrug, and Baumgartner can break for Austria, but the referee has determined that Füllkrug was in fact fouled. So it's going to be a free kick. Our referee today, Slavko Vinic. And see here, it looks like it didn't really look a lot in it, to be fair, but Baumgartner penalised by Slavko Vinic, and it's going to be a free kick. Ralf Rangnick disagrees. I have to say that's a little bit harsh, but it does leave Germany in a very, very good position here with a free kick just outside the D, centre of the goal. I can imagine Sane, Gnabry, possibly over this, Gundogan. Of course, Joshua Kimmich is on the bench. And of course, Germany don't have the likes of Toni Kroos to turn to now. The referee just organising a dispute here between Alaba and Füllkrug. Füllkrug, who's had a very exciting start to his career for Germany, 10 goals in 12 games. He has been absolutely prolific at a time when Germany really needed a goal scorer. So Ilkay Gundogan is standing over this free kick. The goalkeeper there, Alexander Schlager, just watching this very, very carefully. Gundogan is very good from these dead ball positions. It's right in the middle of the goal. So we're just going to see whether he's going to play this one short or lay it off. The Austrian wall there has got three players, Havertz and Gnabry in the wall. Alexander shot comes in from Gundogan, but it's not the best effort. It's blocked by the wall, but he gets another chance and he lifts the ball into the penalty area again, but it goes behind for a goal kick. And Schlager starts the balls. Austria attempting to play from the back with Posch, but Posch's ball is a disappointing one. Only finds Goretzka. Here's Gundogan now, and Julian Brandt. Brandt tries to play the ball in, but it's a poor ball by Julian Brandt, and it's cleared away by Linehardt. And Baumgartner in there with Jonathan Tah, but the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Germany with Julian Brandt. Brandt gives the ball to Gundogan. Gundogan holds the ball up. He's surrounded by three Austrian players, and he's actually mugged by Marcel Sabitzer. And he gives the ball there to Lehmer, back to Sabitzer. Sabitzer, is he fouled there? Yes. It's going to be a free kick to Austria. Marcel Sabitzer, Manchester United fans, of course, will remember him. And at the moment, Marcel Sabitzer, he is one of the many Austrian players applying their trade in the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund. And there is Michael Grigoric. The free kick was taken very quickly, but it was to Grigoric, who was standing in an offside position. And he just shot it wide. And, well, the flag didn't go up, but he was definitely in an offside position by quite some distance, but the flag did not go up there. That might have been interesting if that had gone in. We do have VAR today, of course. And the goal kick is now taken quickly, and it goes out of play off an Austrian player. It's going to be a throw-in to Germany, and it's Kai Havertz with the throw-in. It's just over the halfway line. Just looking for options just inside the Austrian half of the field. He throws the ball forward looking for Julian Brandt. That's a good interception by Linehardt, but it goes out of play for another throw-in. And we're also bringing you updates. If you're just joining us, bringing you updates of England under-21s against Northern Ireland as well. We've got Russ watching that one for us. The throw-in is taken quickly, finds Julian Brandt. Brandt under pressure here by Alaba. And, well, he looks like Havertz wasn't able to keep the ball in play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Austria with 13 minutes gone here at the Ernst Happel Stadion. It is Austria 0, Germany 0. Throw-in to be taken by Stefan Posch for Austria. Feel free to get your comments in. If you want to comment on this game, if you're watching it, or if you have any thoughts on the England game, please feel free to comment on that. We'll be happy to hear your comments. Just please keep them clean. That's all we ask. You're listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Commentary Services is the player of the match sponsor on the hub. And Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season: JB Sports, Focus on Football, and Storm FM. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. Here is Philipp Lienhardt for Austria. Gives the ball to Poch. Poch under pressure there from Havertz, and he's adjudged to have fouled him. And Havertz doesn't agree, but it did look like rather a late challenge on Stefan Poch, and it's level with his own penalty area. He's going to take this free kick just down the right-hand side as Austria coming forward now. Poch moves away from it and leaves it to Philipp Lienhardt, who's going to take it, and then he walks away from it and leaves it to the goalkeeper Alexander Schlager. And Schlager is going for the long clearance here. Launches it, right-footed. It's not the best one. It had to be helped on by Lienhardt. And now chasing this one and putting Rudiger under pressure is Lehmer, and it goes out of play off Rudiger for a throw-in to Austria and to be taken by Stefan Poch. And the throw-in is not the best one. It comes off Grigoric and goes out of play for a goal kick. And at the moment, it's pretty scrappy here. We're not seeing much quality from either side, to be perfectly honest. Leon Goretzka still nursing that broken hand. He's got a bandage on it now. He missed the last group of friendlies because of it. And it's now back with Kevin Trapp in goal for Germany. And he gives the ball to Mats Hummels. Hummels gives the ball to Jonathan Tah. He's just under a bit of pressure on the left-hand side, and the ball is given away. And here's Schlager now. Xaver Schlager, he gives the ball on the right-hand side. Schlager again finds Baumgartner. Baumgartner, edge of the penalty area. He goes down. The referee has determined no foul. But the ball is back with Lehmer, and Lehmer tries to play the ball through to Grigoric and is just a bit too much on that. And the ball is away from Grigoric and straight through to Kevin Trapp. That's the first bit of quality, really, that Austria has put together in this game. And Germany haven't really replied with much either. Here's Jonathan Tah. Tah plays the ball up to Sané. Sané just going back into his own half. Sané turns. He's looking for options now. He tries to play the ball. It's a disappointing ball by Leroy Sané. And the ball is forward there by Poch. And here's a real chance. Grigoric is in. He could make it 1-0. Great save by Kevin Trapp. Oh, that is the best chance of the match so far. Grigoric through and forced a good save out of Kevin Trapp, but the finish really didn't have a lot of conviction to it either. And what a chance there for Grigoric. And you see the ball there. This is sloppy play again by Germany defensively. The ball over the top once again beats the two centre-backs, Rudiger and Hummels. And that really, really was very, very poor defending. Kevin Trapp definitely bailing Germany out there. And that's a good save. And so we have 17 minutes gone here. And it's 0-0 still. But that Austria will be buoyant by that. As Hummels slips there but manages to just keep the ball and knock it to Gundogan. The ball goes back to Hummels, and Hummels sends it back to Kevin Trapp. Kevin Trapp clears the ball downfield. It's headed on there by Füllkrug looking for Sané, but clearing up at the back is Philipp Lienhardt for Austria. But what a chance there for Austria to take the lead. And that is some woeful defending by Germany. In the last 10 games, they've conceded 20 goals of Germany, average of 2 a game. That is way too high. Winning only 3 of those 10 games. It really is a crisis for German football right now. Here's Mwene. Mwene drops it back to Philipp Lienhardt. Lienhardt coming forward now for Austria. played forward there by Seivold, and chasing that one right now is Grigoric, but cutting at the back there is Mats Hummels. Hummels will clear up ahead of Grigoric, but his ball is a terrible ball, and again it only finds the number 5 Stefan Poch, but Germany on the second attempt do get the ball away. And here's Fulkrug now as Germany on the break, and it's Kai Havertz over the halfway line. Havertz tries to play the ball through to Gnabry, but again, it's another disappointing ball and comfortably cleared by Stefan Poch into Germany's half of the field. But once again, it's very, very poor play by Kai Havertz, and the passing there is just not there for Germany. Gives the ball to Goretzka now. Goretzka. Drop back by Gundogan to Antonio Rudiger. And Rudiger's ball is also a disappointing one, but Germany do win the ball back with Leon Goretzka. And here's Gundogan. Gundogan gets the ball back, slides the ball to Brandt. Brandt was looking for Sane, but again, the communication wasn't there. And we've got a comment in the comment section. Joe Smoke says, great commenting, Paul, thank you. And while we're here now, we're almost at the 19-minute mark. I think it's time to just go over to Ross at Goodison Park. Let's have an update to that under-21s game between England and Northern Ireland.
Thank you, Paul. It's still England 0, Northern Ireland 0. England had another great chance, a couple of moments to go down the left-hand side again. Morton involved, played a wonderful through ball into the path of Wilson Esbrand, who got in on the left-hand side, tried to get a shot away, but Johnston coming back and causing and cutting it out. Fantastic piece of the players. England, and again, as you come to me, Paul, Nodi Madueke inside the penalty on the right-hand side, pulls the ball across, no one there in the far post, and he goes wide of the far post there. 19 minutes gone here in the game of Goodison Park is still England 0, Northern Ireland 0, but England carving Northern Ireland open. Wonderful long ball from Kwanzaa. Couldn't pick out Nodi Madueke. Looked like it could have been offside. The linesman's flag didn't raise. He looked, as I've just seen it again, he was onside, but couldn't, from a tight angle, fire it into the back of the net. England starting to cause a few more problems now. And that battle between Bano Gittins and Charlie Allen. Charlie Allen's won more times than Bano Gittins, but still remains goalless here. Coming up towards 20 minutes gone, it's still England 0, Northern Ireland 0.
Thank you, Ross. You've not missed anything here. Baumgartner's just been getting himself back to his feet after taking a knock. The free kick is taken quickly, and Austria are moving forward now with Grigoric. Grigoric just holds the ball back, and he just back heels it there to the number 20 Lema, and it's back with Mwene. Infield there to Schlager. And it's Mwene again coming forward. And here's a chance for Grigoric again. Better play that time by Rudiger. Just getting in the way there of the ball to Grigoric. As Austria come forward, they seem to find it rather easy at the moment to carve open the German defence. And once again, it's been a real problem for Germany in recent games as these defensive lapses. And it's a long ball this time by Poch. And it's a great ball on the far side that finds Sabitzer. Julian Brandt just dealing with that. Gets the ball to Jonathan Tah. Tah gives the ball to Mats Hummels. Hummels now to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger looking at what options he has available. He drops it back to Leon Goretzka. Goretzka drops the ball back there to Mats Hummels. Leon Goretzka back with Hummels. And that's another bad ball by Jonathan Tah. And now Sabitzer's coming forward for Austria. And they've got players forward. And the cross is going to come in by Mwene. And it's just headed out, but not far enough really by Havertz. But it does find Brandt. We're going to go to Ross in a minute to hear about a huge chance for England. But at the moment, Austria still coming forward. Schlager. They're lining up here. It's Schlager again on the edge of the area. He launches the cross in. And Grigoric goes down, but there is nothing doing there. And the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in, which Konrad Lema will take. It's level with the penalty, level with the 6-yard box, but the referee's just stopped something. It looks like we may be having a VAR check here. The referee is just checking the VAR officials. There's two in there, both from Romania. it looks like that VAR check is over and there's no penalty. So play goes on. Just Germany now with Gnabry just trying to clear the ball away. And it's given the ball away once more. And here is Schlager. Schlager plays the ball across to Sabitzer. We will go over to Goodison Park in just a moment. And in fact, as this attack is petering out for Austria, let's hear about that huge chance, Russ.
Yes, thank you, Paul. It was a fantastic bit of play again from England involving Noddy Madueke. Every time you come to me, Paul, I've been mentioning Noddy Madueke quite a number of times, last couple of times you've been to me. He put going on the right hand side again, put a first time cross in, and Jay Stansfield couldn't turn it over. England coming forward again, edge go up inside the penalty, chested down by the number three of Northern Ireland, Donnelly, into the arms of Clark. But England starting to get on the front foot now. 23 minutes gone here, Paul. It remains England 0, Northern Ireland 0. But England starting to knock on that door, and it can only be a matter of time before England open the scoring. It remains England 0, Northern Ireland 0 in the 21 qualifier match.
Thank you, Ross. Leon Goretzka just gives the ball to Jonathan Tah. Tah to Brandt. Brandt just drops it back off Gnabry, and here's Gundogan for Germany. Gundogan over on the far side to Julian Brandt. Brandt gives it back to Tah, who gives it to Gundogan. Gundogan back to Tah. Germany, patient build-up. This is the most sustained possession that they've had, and having said that, they then give the ball away. Here's Schlager over to Sabitzer on the far side for Austria. That's a tough challenge there on Sabitzer. That's going to be a free kick, and that may well get Jonathan Tah's name taken in the referee's notebook. We'll just see there, because that was a pretty late challenge, and it was a fairly high one too with the knee. Certainly no question of it being red, but I think it was certainly borderline yellow, and the referee has given Tah the benefit of the doubt there. There hasn't been a yellow card issued. Mwene drops it back to Alaba. Alaba now, the Austrian captain. He goes all the way back to Alexander Schlager, the goalkeeper. Alexander Schlager launches it downfield, and it's headed on, in fact, by Baumgartner. And again, headed on. And it's picked up by Lema. Lema has Poch overlapping on this right-hand side. Poch gives it to Lema. It's now picked up by Gregoric. And it's knocked on by Baumgartner. Over on the far side to Mwene. And cutting inside is Sabitzer. Sabitzer's cross is disappointing. And it goes behind for a goal kick. And you have to say right now, the happier of the two managers really has to be Ralf Rangnick. Certainly the better chances, and really the best chance, of course, falling for Gregoric. But Germany don't look like they're creating much right now. Austria certainly look the more aggressor, I would say, and you can see the look of fury on Julian Nagelsmann's face. And I just wonder whether he's going to develop one or two grey hairs before the end of the Euros in 2024. Here's Kai Havertz, and Havertz has just disappointingly given the ball away there, and it's picked up by Poch. It was a simple pass. He just passed it straight to Poch. It was a very simple pass, but he just gave the ball away with such ease and without any pressure, and it's very indicative of the way Germany are playing. And here comes Baumgartner now, just over the halfway line. Goretzka, challenge. Good challenge by Leon Goretzka. Julian Brandt gives the ball to Sané. And it's now back with Leon Goretzka and dropped back to Jonathan Tah. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan back to Tah, just over the halfway line, right-hand side. And Austria win the ball back. That's a good challenge by Poch. And here's Xaver Schlager. Schlager is dispossessed there. Good challenge by Serge Gnabry. And here's Julian Brandt now. Brandt has got Sané and Gnabry alongside him. He chooses Gnabry. Gnabry back to Goretzka. Just over the halfway line now. Goretzka, it's gone now with Antonio Rudiger. Back to Mats Hummels. Hummels inside the centre circle as Germany looking to create something. Jonathan Tah. Back to Hummels. Hummels to Gundogan. Gundogan slips the ball there to Goretzka, back to Gundogan. Gundogan, good ball over on the far side to Sané. Sané just trying to break away there from Wene. And Sané tries to play the ball through. He almost got it through to Julian Brandt. It was a really good ball that. Slid the ball through to Julian Brandt, but Julian Brandt was not awake to that, and he was not able to control it. Otherwise, he'd have been in there one-on-one with Alexander Schlager. Well, Austria now continue to come forward, and it's David Alaba. He just gives the ball to Poch now for Austria. Poch just tries to clear the ball forward, and it's just won back by Rudiger. But Poch gets in there and wins the ball back, and it's cleared forward by Seiwald. And now Baumgartner now for Austria as they go on the break. Here's Sabitzer. He's got Jonathan Tah in front of him. Sabitzer just cuts inside, gets a shot away, and it's in! It's a goal! Marcel Sabitzer gives Austria the lead. And, well, it looked like it had gone wide for a moment. I have to say, I thought it had gone wide for a moment. But it had sneaked inside Kevin Trapp's post, and you have to say, Kevin Trapp should have done a lot better there. And, well, Austria take the lead, and, well, the home side deserve it, it has to be said. Germany have been very, very poor in this first half, and this was very indicative of how easy it is to break down their defence. The ball from Baumgartner to Sabitzer. Sabitzer had Tah in front of him. He gets the shot away, and, well, beaten at his front post is Kevin Trapp. And, well, that's not the best goalkeeping, it has to be said. And Austria take the 1-goal lead at Ernst-Happel-Stadion in Vienna. And just cut inside Jonathan Tah. The only excuse I can give for Kevin Trapp is perhaps Jonathan Tah impeded his view a little bit, but it's a lead that the Austrians deserve, and the misery continues for Germany. Here's Kai Havertz. He's fouled there by Konrad Laimer. It's going to be a free kick midway inside the Germany half of the field. Ross, let's get an update from you with half an hour gone at Goodison Park.
Yes, thank you, Paul. It's still England 0, Northern Ireland 0. England went close again a few moments ago. Corner came in to the penalty area, set up for RV Elliott, who just careless effort just wide of the target. Northern Ireland yet to really get in on England's goal. I'll touch James Trafford at the moment. But as saying that, they've just won a free kick foul on Charlie Allen by Wilson S. Brand. Coming up towards 30 minutes gone here, it's still England 0, Northern Ireland 0. I wonder which side's going to bear the deadlock first. For me, Paul, it could be England, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in football.
Thanks, Ross. And here's Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan just plays the ball across to Jonathan Tah. Just inside his own half of the field here, Jonathan Tah. Gives the ball to Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan, back to Tah. And to Mats Hummels. Hummels, well, he's been all the way through this nightmare of that German football has been going through. It's, of course, his 78th cap for the Borussia Dortmund defender. And, well, it doesn't seem to be getting any better for Germany as they prepare to host a major tournament in 2024. And for me, right now, they are definitely nowhere near being ready. Here's Kai Havertz. Havertz now for Germany, plays the ball across. Oh, here's a chance now for Sané. Sané, edge of the area, he gets a shot away, but Alexander Schlager gets down comfortably to make the save. That's a fine stop by Alexander Schlager, got down well to make that save. And that is half an hour gone, and Germany's first effort on goal. And we have a comment in the comment section from Luke Turton. Evening, gents. Evening, Luke. And thanks for commenting, my friend. Hope you're well. We're just going to go to Goodison Park because there has been a goal at Goodison Park. Ross, tell us all about it.
Yes, Paul. It has gone to England, and it's that man yet again, Noni Madueke, involved. Brilliant move from Noni Madueke. His ball into the box was cut out, and Morton arrived on the edge of the penalty area. It's fantastic from the play from Noni Madueke. Brilliant ball in to Livramento. His back was cleared. Come to Morton, who fired it beyond the goalkeeper via Northern Ireland players, stood in the way and covered the shot from the corner, from the keeper so couldn't see the ball, and Morton's effort flies into the back of the net in this under-21 qualifying match. It's England 1, Northern Ireland 0 here in this match. A Goodison Park, Paul. England in the front foot. And I said England were most likely to score first, and they have done. Morton with a goal, 31 minutes gone. England 1, Northern Ireland 0.
Thanks, Ross. So England take the lead at Goodison Park. It's 1-0 here with 33 minutes gone as Kevin Trapp put in the rather awkward position there. Closing down there was Grigoric, and Trapp did well just to get that ball out of play. It's going to be a throw-in as already Germany's substitutes frantically warming up, and well they might, because this has been another disappointing performance so far. And Stefan Poch takes a throw in for Austria. He gets the ball back. Corner of the penalty area. Lifts it in. Good work that time by Hummels and helped out by Rudiger. But only as far as Alaba. Alaba heads the ball back out and to the opposing captain, Gundogan, and he heads it back into the Austrian half of the field, because at the moment we seem to be playing a little bit of head tennis between the two teams. And picking up the ball there is Lienhart. He goes down, and it's going to be a free kick to Austria. And there's Leroy Sané. And I have to wonder what the answer is for Germany at this point. And the free kick is going to be taken by David Alaba. They do have Thomas Muller on the bench. They've got creativity on there and goal-scoring capability on there as well. But we'll see whether Julian Nagelsmann calls on that, as that free kick is taken by Mwene. Mwene crosses it in, and it's a very, very poor ball. It's just plucked out the air by Kevin Trapp. And Germany can start again from the back. And here's Mats Hummels. Hummels midway inside his own half of the field. Hummels just drops the ball there to Gundogan under pressure. He didn't realise that Sabitzer was behind him, but cool play. And now Germany can move forward with Sané. Sané over the halfway line. And the ball from Sané just wasn't able to find Füllkrug, who's not received any service whatsoever in this first half. And here's Rudiger. And he gives the ball back to Hummels. Hummels now to Gundogan. Gundogan over to Sané. Sané was dispossessed there. Good work that time by Schlager, and then cleared away by Mwene out of play. And we've got another comment in the comment section. When you have Hummels, Rudiger, Musiala, Gundogan, Füllkrug, Thomas Muller, Gnabry, Sané, these types of performances aren't really acceptable from Luke Turton. And yes, I certainly agree with that. Thomas Muller, of course, is on the bench. Musiala is not in the squad at all this time. But yes, Gnabry, Sané, and Gundogan and Hummels, this sort of performance is not acceptable in my mind. That's correct. And we're just looking again at the goal. And what was that? What was Kevin Trapp thinking about that? I don't think I can only think that he didn't see it. But in the end, the shot didn't have a great deal of power from Sabitzer. And here's Alaba now. Alaba just drops the ball there back to Lienhart. Lienhart under pressure. Just tries to clear it. It goes off Füllkrug and goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Austria. And Austria just throwing level with their own penalty area. It's going to be taken by Stefan Poch. Poch going for the long one. He gets some distance on it. And it's Baumgartner there. That's a wonderful challenge that time by Leon Goretzka. And Germany now have the ball again. It's back with Goretzka. Goretzka plays the ball looking for Havertz. Let's see what he can do. Kai Havertz is surrounded by two Austrian players, and he drops the ball back. And it goes out of play. And there's Rudi Voller in the crowd. He's part of this organisation, if you will, within the DFB that's trying to correct the current issues that German football is having, and he doesn't look pleased, and he's shaking his head, and well he might. Here's Kai Havertz, and gives the ball to Mats Hummels. Hummels forward to Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan, long ball, looking for Julian Brandt, but Brandt is not able to bring it under control, and it just goes behind for a goal kick. We have 8 minutes to go in this first half at the Ernst-Happel-Stadion in Vienna. Austria 1, Germany 0, and the home crowd have got to be happy with what they've seen from their team in this first half. They really haven't had to put too much really of an effort in, because it's just not been there from Germany. And here's Gundogan. Drop to Kai Havertz. Havertz under pressure by Stefan Poch. It's going to be a free kick. Havertz still down. Just sort of getting himself to his feet now. Just maybe taking a knock there. Probably just an impact injury. He'll try to run that off, and here the free kick is taken quickly, and Julian Brandt gives it to Leroy Sané, surrounded by 3 Austrian players. Sabitzer and Linehardt surrounding him, but Sané was able to get it back to Jonathan Tah, to Gundogan, Goretzka, Antonio Rudiger now. Let's see what he can do. Rudiger finds Gnabry. Back to Goretzka. Goretzka long, looking for Leroy Sané. He's got a bit of space, but cutting across well there is Mwene. Philippe Mwene gets across and heads the ball out for a throw-in to Germany. Midway inside the Austrian half of the field, right-hand side. And the throw-in is taken quickly. They go back into their own half, as Germany now are playing sideways and backwards, which is something that we've come to used to seeing from England, with Germany now adopting very similar tactics. And here is Goretzka dropped back to the goalkeeper, Kevin Trapp. Trapp to Goretzka. Hummels to Gundogan. Gundogan back to Rudiger. And here's Serge Gnabry now. Gundogan, again, Germany not really penetrating, not really pressing. The ball is forward by Jonathan Tah to Brandt. Brandt gives the ball away. And Alaba now clears it for Austria, up into the air. Tah wins the header, but it's won back by Xaver Schlager, and he goes back to his namesake, Alexander Schlager, in goal. And he just gives the ball to Stefan Poch. As Lama now. And Lama just clears the ball forward, but he only knocks it against Rudiger, and Germany win the ball back. And here's Gnabry. Gnabry with a shot, but it goes wide. And it's a goal kick for Austria. And with 5 minutes to go till half time, we'll just get our final visit of the half to Goodison Park for England under-21s against Northern Ireland under-21s. Is it still 1-0, Russ?
It is still 1-0, Paul. England knocking on the door still. England trying to get that second goal. It just won't come for the 3 lines just as of yet. Northern Ireland is trying to get down there right-hand side, but England have stopped the supply line well down the right-hand side now with Charlie Allen. There's no way he can do and score that out. They're also stopping the supply line into Kieran McGuckin, the Northern Irish number 9, who plays for Oldham United. He's there, one of their informed players last couple of matches for Northern Ireland under-21s. He has scored in both of those, and he's not had a sniff yet tonight. That's down to England's credit to England's defences. Here is Wilson Esban for England over on that far side. I'm speaking to you, Paul. It's still 1-0 to England. 40 minutes gone here, and England probing, trying to get that second goal. Northern Ireland digging in deep, but England looking the more likely to get that second goal and on the attack again. Brilliant bit of play from RVL at the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side, but just crowded out. But England is somehow managed to keep all of possession and work it back to RVL to back out wide. Still 1-0 England. England probing for that second goal before half-time. Will it come, though? We'll just have to wait and see.
Thanks, Ross. Now it's with Stefan Poch for Austria, and it's dropped back to the captain, David Alaba. And Alaba just looking for options, tries to find Nicholas Seivold. Seivold just drops the ball over on the far side to Mwene. Mwene drops it right back now to Alaba. Austria just seem happy just to keep the ball at the moment. He gives the ball back to Philippe Mwene. Mwene. He just drops back into his own half, and he finds Linehardt. And the ball is over to Lema. Lema down this near side back to Linehardt. Now he's got Poch overlapping. Oh, but here's Linehardt. He's inside the German penalty area again. The cross coming in over to the back post is Sabitzer, but it goes over everybody's head, and Sabitzer just drops it back. And here's a chance now just inside the penalty area. Baumgartner with a shot. Oh, it just clipped the top of the crossbar. Oh, Christoph Baumgartner coming close to doubling Austria's lead there. It just seemed to graze the top of the crossbar. Baumgartner cut inside the penalty area, and it may just have grazed the top of the crossbar, or perhaps a stanchion behind the goal. Let's have a look. Yes, just clipped the stanchion behind the goal, actually. But still very, very close. I mean, centimetres away. And Kevin Trapp now, he drops it to Rudiger. Rudiger gives the ball to Havertz. Havertz knocks the ball forward. Under pressure here is Leon Goretzka. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. And Germany, Fulkrug complaining, suggesting it was a Germany throw-in, but I don't think it was anywhere near to being that, to be perfectly honest. And the ball is thrown and it's cleared away by Hummels. England have had another big chance. We're going to go back to us in just a moment, but Germany are on the break. It's Gnabry, but the referee has blown up some reason, possibly offside against Fulkrug. Let's hear about that chance quickly from Ross.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Brilliant bit of play again from Noddy Madueke. Brilliant bit of play. Brilliant ball into Jay Stansfield, who just couldn't direct his efforts on target. He put it wide. But England so close to being 2-0 up as Hackney, the Middlesbrough player, doing really, really well down England's right-hand side and just wins them the throw-in. Brilliant bit of play. 43 minutes gone here. England 1, Northern Ireland 0.
Thanks, Ross. Austria have the ball now with David Alaba. Alaba midway inside his own half. He just drops it back to Lineheart there. And that's a good ball then by Sava Schlager over on the far side to Mwene. Back to Lineheart. Lineheart now tries the ball long. He's looking for Stefan Poch, but Havertz has got to cross well there just to get the header in and win that. But it's going to be a throw in which Konrad Lehmer will take. Havertz is just getting in his way. And Lehmer decides to throw the ball to Poch instead, and Poch will take this throw in. As Austria has stolen a good 6 or 7 yards, they're now almost level with the penalty area. And taken by Poch, and just cut across there is Rudiger to head the ball out of play. And it's another throw-in to Austria, as Poch again steals another 6 or 7 yards, and is going to throw the ball here again, almost level with the penalty area. Looks like he's going to go for the throw-in long. He finds Baumgartner under pressure. Is he fouled there by Goretzka? No. Baumgartner carries the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Germany. 5 yards away from their own corner flag. Kai Havertz will take this one. He's looked pretty steady in that left-back position in the first half. The fourth official from Slovenia, Martin Matosa, has added 1 minute of injury time. We've virtually had no stoppages in this first half. So it is 1-0 to Austria. We're inside that last minute of injury time now. And here's Sava Schlager. Schlager gives the ball to Stefan Poch. He's fouled that time, surely. And, well, the referee is going across there. He seems to be pointing at something. And we'll see what that is in just a moment. Sane has moved away. I assume he's given the free kick. It certainly was a foul. Luke Turton asked why Havertz is playing left back. That's a really good question. I wasn't sure why he chose to play him left back in the game against Turkey. To me, he was quite solid, and he's been quite solid today too. I have to say, he does tend to get forward a little bit as well. So, not sure why he's played him in that position though, but it seems to be working out for him at the moment. Here's David Alaba. He's got this free kick over it now, midway inside the Germany half. He launches it into the box, and it just seems to escape everybody and goes behind for a goal kick. Or does it? Or is the referee gonna make them take that again? Let's see what he's doing there. It is going to be taken again. We've now played 30 seconds over the 1 minute minimum, so there's also a minute added on there in the England game as well, so I've been told. So I believe the free kick is being retaken because it was in the wrong position. So Alaba will have another go at this. Germany holding a high line on the edge of the penalty area. It's swung in by Alaba. And again, the exact same thing. It just escapes everybody and goes behind for a goal kick. And that's it. That is half time. The referee, Slavko Vinic, blows the whistle. And at half time, a goal on 28 minutes by Marcel Sabitzer gave Austria the lead. They've had the chance to, that really should have been 2, because on 16 minutes, Grigoric having that chance that was so easily, Germany's defence was broken in 2. and Grigoric then just forced a good save out of Kevin Trapp. Germany have created very little in this first half. At half-time at Ernst Happel Stadion, it is Austria 1, Germany 0. Let's go back to Ross.
Thank you very much, Paul. As the half-time whistle is just blown here, incidentally as well, between England and Northern Ireland. England lead by a goal to nil, thanks to that Morton goal on 31 minutes. Fantastic bit of play for England to get the lead, and they took it really, really well. England seemed to be causing more problems for Northern Ireland than they're causing for the young Lions, as they are known as, these under 21 side, and more youngsters below them as well. England causing a few problems. Now a lead for the young Lions. They're going to support 1-0. Tyler Morton with the only goal of the game. There is some other matches taking place today during the, as there's some more European qualifiers. I'll run you through those scores and some of the other scores as well. Just to tell you, it's half-time in League One. There's Lincoln City, Leighton Orient 0, Lincoln City 0. In the National League, just to tell you about some matches going off in there, coming up towards half-time, or most of them at half-times now, is Bromley 2, Aldershot 0, Eastleigh 1, Bournemouth 1, Ebbsfleet 0, Maidenhead 0, Halifax 0, Fylde 1, Kidderminster Harriers 1, Hartlepool 1, Rochdale 1, Altrincham 0 after 32 minutes in that one, Solihull Moors 0, Gateshead 2, Woking 0, Chesterfield 1, and York City 2, Oxford City 0 is the latest scores in that one. National League North, to tell you about tonight, one game postponed in there. That's Colchester, Gloucester against Peterborough Sports, should I say. In the National League North, it's Alfreton 1, Chester 1, Banbury 0, Bishop Stortford 1, Blythe 0, Chorley 1, Boston 0, Rushall 0, 42 minutes gone there, Buxton 1, Hereford 0, Darlington 1, Warrington 0, Farnborough 0, Spennymoor 0, Scarborough 1, Kingsland 0, Scunthorpe 0, Southport 0, South Shields 0, Curzon Ashton 0, Tamworth 0, should I say, Brackwood 0. That's in the National League North. In the National League South, to tell you all about, one game postponed in there, which is two games postponed there, should I say. Taunton against Torquay and Welling against Hampton and Richmond. So the latest scores there: Chippenham 0, Yeovil 0, Dartford 0, Braintree 0, Dover 0, Eastbourne Borough 1, Farnborough 0, Worthing 0, Hemel Hempstead 0, Bath 0, Slough 1, Hamilton Lawton Louisville 1, St Albans 0, Western-super-Mare 0, Tunbridge 0, Aveley 1, and Weymouth 1, Truro 0 is the scores there. EFL Trophy, some action in that round today. Let's give you those quick scores on the doors. Burton 2, Mansfield 1, latest on after 81 minutes. Charlton 3, Sutton 0 on 75 minutes. MK Dons 2, Northampton 1 on 81 minutes. 10 minutes to go is Swindon 0, Exeter 1. Taking off underway in these matches, and taking off some action underway as well, is Bradford 0, Barnsley 3, Bradford 3, Barnsley 0, should I say. Colchester 1, Peterborough 0. Luke Turton, if you're listening, my friend, you'll be happy to hear this scoreline. Accrington Stanley 0, Nottingham Forest under 21s 2 in the EFL Trophy, with Thompson and Larson scoring for Forest. Canate with the assist for Lawson's goal. Perry booked as well for Nottingham Forest under 21s there, beating Accrington 2-0 in the EFL Trophy at half time. And Crewe 0, Newcastle United 0. FA Trophy, Leiston 0, Peterborough Sports 2, and Welling 1, Taunton 0. That's why their games in the National League North and South were postponed. In the Euro qualifying matches, all half times in this one for you. Let's run you through these. Andorra 0, Israel 1, Croatia 1, Armenia 0, Gibraltar 0, Netherlands 3, Greece 0, France 1, Kosovo 0, Belarus 1, Romania 0, Switzerland 0, and Wales 1, Turkey 0 at the break. And And I know Luke would have been happy with that one. That's why I thought I'd mention that one for you there, Luke, as well. Scottish League 2 to tell you about. Bonnyrigg Rose 1, East Fife 1, Elgin City 1, Forfar Athletic 0 as well. I just want to say a big shout out to England under-17s. They're in the knockout stages of the under-17 World Cup. They take on Uzbekistan at 8:30 tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. Good luck to the young Lions out there in the under-17 World Cup. Well, we're just having it's half time. Let me just tell you what's coming up on the channel, shall we? We'll start off on Thursday evening, and we'll just take off the scores at the moment for you. You can and the ticker. We'll just go through these for you. Thursday night at 8 p.m. Premier League preview show. Join myself and Paul along with some guests, including Luke, to preview some of the Premier League action. Man City against Liverpool, Burnley against West Ham, Luton against Crystal Palace, Newcastle against Chelsea, Nottingham Forest v Brighton, Sheffield United v Bournemouth, Brentford, Arsenal, and then Sunday's matches: Spurs against Aston Villa, Everton, Man United, and then Monday Night Football, Fulham against Wolverhampton Wanderers as well. Other games that we've got coming up on the channel, we've got 2 live commentary matches this weekend, just to tell you about. First one is Saturday evening, and before that we'll have a comprehensive review of the fixtures, rest of the day's fixtures from Saturday in the Premier League, Championship League 1 and League 2 with Brentford, before we have Brentford against Arsenal at 5:30. Join Paul James and Russ Vernon for that one. Then on Sunday, why not join Paul James, who's in the presenter's chair on Sunday. He'll be joined by myself, Russ Vernon, and the man in the comments, Luke Turton, as we bring you commentary on Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. Join us for that one. It's not one you want to miss. And what a good match sounds like we've both seen here today. Let's just quickly go across to Paul. Who's having Paul back now, and Paul, we speaking off air in the build up to this game about how bad Germany were in midweek, well, at the weekend, should I say, against Turkey in this game. From your commentary this evening, mate, it sounds like it's only getting worse from the performance that you had on Saturday against Turkey. What's been the performance like? Has there been any improvements from the game against Turkey for you, Paul, or is it just the same old Germany as it has been in the last few matches that you've been telling me and Luke in our conversations away from the channels?
Yeah, it's been very, very bad. The performance really in the first half, they lacked press, they lacked the cutting edge in attack, they lacked what has made German football great over the last 40 or 50 years. There's no speed, there's no power in their game. Defensively, it's atrocious. They should be 2 down, really. Grigoric should have scored, at least from the chance that he had. Kevin, that lacks some real finishing ability from Grigoric as well. Otherwise, it would be 2-0. But they haven't created much. Passing, they've just given the ball away so many times in the first half. Simple passing, Havertz, Rudiger, Hummels, all of them. Hummels and Rudiger, I'm shocked at Hummels and Rudiger at how much they give the ball away. And what I've seen in this first half is, I'll be honest, Russ, I've been watching Germany for a lot of years, at least 35, 36 years, and I can tell you, I have never in all of my life seen a German team as bad as this. I have to be honest, they shame the jerseys that they're wearing. I'm sorry, but they do. That's my opinion. They shame the jerseys that they're wearing.
Yeah, and Paul, I know Luke put in the chat earlier saying where's Havertz playing left back, and I mentioned some of the other players who you've got in the Germany ranks, in likes of Hummels, Rudiger, Musiala, Gundogan, Füllkrug, Muller, Gnabry and Sane. Some of those are involved tonight. How have they played? Say, for example, how's Hummels, Rudiger, Gundogan, Fulkrug played tonight? Because I know that, and Nabrix, I know they're starting. How have they performed tonight, Paul? Have you seen any good performances from them, or have they been poor like the rest of the team?
Well, the whole team has been poor. The whole team has to own this. Fulkrug hasn't really gotten any service at all, and it's not really been in the game. Gnabry has tried to create one or two out of a bad bunch. I'd say Gnabry is probably the better of the out of a bad bunch, along with Gundogan and Goretzka. Aside from that, it has been very, very poor all round. Gundogan has worked hard in the middle of the park. You can see it from Gundogan. The effort is there. Um, Goretzka too. But aside from that, this is collectively it is a very poor performance.
Yes, and he also mentioned he asked why is Havertz playing left back, and you said during commentary that you thought he played well there tonight so far and played well there the weekend. Is he been one of the standout performers from Germany today for you, Paul?
I think he's looked solid. I wouldn't say it's standout, but I think he's looked solid. I think in all the positions I've seen Kai Havertz play for Germany, I think he suits that position better than anyone else, better than anywhere else, because he is good at running with the ball. His passing is usually much better than this, but uh, he is good at running with the ball. He's certainly suits a left wing back position a lot better than what I would say he did in an attacking role. So for me, he's looked solid. I'll say that for him.
Yes, thank you very much there, Paul. Just a quick update for our listeners out there, for anyone who's interested. England under 17s have just earlier today, lifted the Marbella Cup in emphatic fashion. They played Mexico earlier today. And before I actually give the score out, I'm going to ask you the question, Paul. What do you reckon the final score was between Mexico and England?
Oh, I don't know. You're
It was
asking
a
me to.
comprehensive. It was a comprehensive win for England. So, what do you reckon the final score was?
When you say a comprehensive win, I usually think of that as being 3 or 4 nil, or 3 or 4-1.
Well, I can tell you, it finished Mexico 1, England 7.
Oh, well, that's not comprehensive, Ross. That's an absolute demolition.
Yeah, Southampton striker on loan of Reading, Dominic Ballard, with a hat-trick on 21, 26 and 32 minutes. Jamie Donnelly of Spurs also scored, got a brace as well on 23 and 45. Then when Sutter of Chelsea scored a goal, and then there was a late goal as well from Will Lancashire from Tottenham Hotspur, as well as England under 19s, absolutely with a comprehensive thumping of Mexico by 7-1 this afternoon out in Marbella. That's just news just reached us there from the FA. And Luke's put a good word on it, Paul. Comprehensively demolished. I
Yeah,
think that's what we should call it from now on, shall we? If it's that big a margin.
yeah, that was an absolute demolition.
Demolition
comprehensively,
job for England
comprehensively
there.
demolished is a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yes, and just for anyone who doesn't know about this, yesterday England under 20s, or which is now known as the England Elite side, men's elite group, took on Germany yesterday. It out in Germany, and sorry to any German fans who was listening out there, and sorry to remind you of this one, Paul.
Yeah, go
It
ahead.
finished.
Thanks.
It finished Germany 2, England 3. Germany twice in the lead, but England fall back twice as well, thanks to goals from. It was Wanner who put the goal, Germany a goal up before Leeds United's Matteo Joseph equalised. Then Bobby Bizonen made it 2-1 for Germany before Samuel Edozie scored. And then the winner for England came in stoppage time, which was scored by Charlie Webster of Erenveen and this came after England's Nelson Abbey of Reading was sent off in the 79th minute. England and throw just beat Germany by the odd goal in 5 there yesterday. The teams are back out, coming back out here in the game at Crystal Palace. Either maybe a change for England coming up. The players are back out in our featuring match as well. So on me, I'm back over. She match commentator. Next thing for me throughout the updates, throughout the second half. But right now it's time for me to hand over. She match commentator. It's over to Paul James.
Thanks, Russ, and welcome back to the Ernst-Happel-Stadion in Vienna. And well, Thomas Muller has come on, and Thomas Muller offers goal-scoring threat, of course, his creativity. The options are there when you have somebody like Thomas Muller in the lineup. This is 126 cap. He has 45 goals, and he will replace Nicholas Füllkrug. Füllkrug, who really has not really been there in the first half. To be fair, he's not received the service either. But Thomas Muller is on now, and of course we know he's capable of scoring goals. He scored in the friendly against France in the 2-1 victory there. So that appears to be the only change at half-time. We'll run through the lineups for both teams for you here as soon as we get ourselves underway. David Alaba and Austria. Substitutions in the England game too. Norton Cuffy on for Livramento at the break. That's the only change there as well. Austria will now be attacking the goal to our left in the second half, and they're going to get the game back underway. And it's played long and looking for that one there. Well, it's good interception by Rudiger. And Gundogan goes down, kind of won that free kick more than anything else. Lineups as follows for Austria, as it were: Schlager, Alaba, Mwene, Leinhardt, Seiwald, Baumgartner, Posch, Schlager, Sabitzer, Grigoric, and Lama for Germany with the one change. Kevin Trapp, Havertz, Rudiger, Tar, Hummels, Goretzka, Gundogan, Gnabry, Brandt, Sane, and now Muller, as it goes back to the goalkeeper. Alexander Schlager clears downfield, and Julian Brandt is trying to get interception there, but that's almost a fine challenge by Grigoric. And the ball is now played forward there by Seiwald. Seiwald is looking for Posch, and Posch was challenged there by Rudiger. That was a good challenge. And it is, the referee has called up play just for a throw-in, I believe. There's Ralf Rangnick. Second half underway here. Throw-in taken quickly, and it's Jonathan Tah now for Germany. And it's now with Gundogan. Gundogan finds Sane, but that's a really, really good challenge by Baumgartner. And Sane trying to win the ball back, but he is dispossessed. And here's Schlager now. Xaver Schlager finds the ball to Baumgartner. And that's an important challenge there by Leon Goretzka. And Germany can now go on the break 3-on-3 if they hurry. Here's Gnabry. Gnabry finds Muller. And Muller was not able to lay it back to Gnabry, and it's cleared by Wene, and the ball is out of play now for a throw-in. And let's just hear about a quick early chance at Goodison Park, Ross.
Yes, England getting down the right-hand side again. Brilliant bit of play involving Madueke again. He put the ball into the penalty area. Come to Aiden Hackney at the back post, whose shot was blocked behind for a corner. Bransford got the header on the corner, deflected behind for yet another corner before it ended when wide on Madueke inside the penalty area. Now again for England. He's up a shot and just over the crossbar there from Aiden Hackney again. And England almost doubling the lead in 2.5 minutes into the second half. England starting on the front foot again and causing problems with Bruno and Guffey getting up in support now. Been more than what Livramento did in the first half. It remains England 1, Northern Ireland 0.
Thanks, Ross. Now here's Kai Havertz. He plays the ball forward there, finds Thomas Muller, plays a quick layoff with Gnabry. Muller gives the ball back to Gnabry down the left-hand side. It's by the corner flag, being pinned in by Posch. Posch wins the ball back and gives it to Leinhardt. Leinhardt to Seiwald. Seiwald gives it to Xaver Schlager. Schlager just drops it back to Alaba now. Austria just trying to maintain possession for a little while. Alaba just gives the ball to Mwene. Mwene, is he fouled there by Sane? I believe he is. But Sane has just shoved over Mwene. He might be in trouble now. Sane may be off for that. There was contact with the face, and it is the red card for Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané is off. And it is a red card, and what a stupid thing to do. He just didn't need to do that. Oh, and he's having to be restrained, is Leroy Sané. He's being restrained by Jonathan Tah and David Alaba, and now being ushered off the field. But it is a red card for Leroy Sané. And, well, this is very, very bad news. Things going from bad to worse, it seems, for Germany. And, well, I knew straight away the minute he made contact there with Mwene that there was a stamp there as well, which Mwene took exception to. And started asking why. Sané got onto his feet and just, yes, you can't do that. You're going to get sent off. What a stupid thing to do. What an absolutely stupid thing to do. Lucas said, absolutely shocking. That highlights the problems for Germany. Woeful. Absolutely agree. It was just a reaction out of temper, but it was a stupid thing to do. A booking has also been given to Mwene as well. So Mwene gets a yellow card, probably for the initial shove. So yellow card for Mwene. So amidst that melee, Mwene goes into the book, but more concerning for Germany, Leroy Sané has been given the red card, and Germany are down to 10 men as the misery piles on Julian Nagelsmann, as by now he's probably beginning to realise what he's just taken on. Here's Mwene now, and drops it back to Alaba. Alaba, good long ball. He's looking for Sabitzer there. Sabitzer's going to make it. Sabitzer holds the ball up by the touchline. He's got Tah in front of him. It's dropped back to Schlager. And here's a chance now for Baumgartner if he can get in. No, that's good work that time by Hummels. But it's only as far as Alaba. Alaba back to Seivold. The shot comes in and it's just wide. Oh, Posh with the chance. And, well, it came to Seivold. Seivold just laid it off to Posh. It was a good 35 yards out. And it wasn't far away, you know. Kevin Trapp was scrambling across his left-hand side to try to get there. And Austria close to doubling their lead there. And Trapp is now down at the moment. And he's just... he looks like he's in a bit of pain. He doesn't want to be going off because the two substitute goalkeepers that are left, because that would mean all three of Germany's goalkeepers are now injured. Lukey, what you were asking me about whether Germany need 4 goalkeepers? Well, this may be the reason why. The options on the bench would be Janis Blaswich and Oliver Baumann. And Germany are about to make another substitution. While all this is going on, let's go to Goodison Park. There's been a goal at Goodison Park. Who's it for us?
Yes, Paul, it is 2-0 to England. And it's that man, not Noddy Madueke this time. It is Harvey Elliott, 25 yards out, I'd say. A fantastic free kick. Bent it over the wall into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. England 2-0 up. Been coming. England deserved to lead by 2-0 in this game. And what a free kick it was. 25 yards out, bent over the wall, beyond the goalkeeper's stretch, and he couldn't do anything about it. England lead now by 2-0. Fantastic free kick from Harvey Elliott.
All right, thanks, Ross. And Kevin Trapp is now back on his feet. And... Germany were looking at bringing... Benjamin Heinrichs is on for Germany now. Julian Brandt is off. So Julian Brandt has come off and Benjamin Heinrich has come on. So Heinrichs, of course, is a defender. So it looks like Germany may be slipping into a 4-4-1 position, a 4-4-1 system at the moment. But that substitution has just taken place while you were listening to Ross at Goodison Park. So 53 minutes that substitution took place. Heinrichs wears number 16. The free kick is taken quickly, and here is Kai Havertz. Havertz just plays it off Lehmer, and Germany are now going to get a corner. Well, the corner is going to be taken by Ilkay Gundogan. and see if he can get Germany level. Havertz is in there, Rudiger's in there, usual suspects. And it's outswung, and Rudiger tries to get on the end of that, but it's Alaba that clears it out as far as Gundogan! And his shot is just wide. Looks like Alexander Schlager had that covered fairly easily. And it's a goal kick, and Thomas Muller just trying to organise things now. And Germany, well, they've had to make some changes. And, well, Julian Nagelsmann is arguing with the fourth official. And the fourth official, Martin Matosa, is just sending Julian Nagelsmann away. And the ball is played forward by Mwene, but that's intercepted that time by Jonathan Tah. And here's Gnabry. Gnabry, oh, he's dispossessed, and Austria moving forward with Grigoric. Grigoric out on the far side to Poch. Poch is still maintained to keep possession. Well done by Poch. But then he's good work by Ilkay Gundogan, who for me has been the only one really. And it's knocked on there by Lema to Poch. Poch plays into the middle to Grigoric, and he backheels it. It was a good effort, but it just rolls wide of Kevin Trapp's goal. He wasn't able to just bring that under control. Poch just whistled the ball in there. Grigoric tried the backheel instead of trying to get his foot on the front end of it, but it goes behind for a goal kick. And with 10 minutes gone in the second half, it is Austria 0, Germany 1. You are listening to alternative comment. Sorry, Austria 1, Germany 0. My apologies. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Commentary Services is the official player of the match sponsor on the hub. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season: JB Sports, Focus on Football, and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. You might as well know what we've got coming up over the next few days. We have a Premier League preview show coming up there, just on your screen. Those are the games that we're going to be previewing. That's on Thursday. Join Russ, myself, Luke, and we're looking to get some extra guests on as well. Also on the Saturday, we have a comprehensive review show. Followed by Brentford v Arsenal. So the comprehensive results show, and then right after that we'll have Brentford v Arsenal. I'll be in the commentary box myself along with Russ Vernon. And on Sunday, join Russ Vernon and Luke Turton as they bring you Spurs versus Aston Villa. I'll be in the presenter chair for that one. Looks like Germany are about ready to make another substitution. And Florian Wirtz seems to be preparing himself there. We're going to see whether we're going to see Florian Wirtz in just a few moments, but right now it's a free kick to Austria, and it's going to be taken. Germany just forming up some kind of a wall. Alaba, Lema, and Schlager are over this one. Xaver Schlager, Kevin Trapp just trying to organise the wall, and free kick on the corner of the penalty area, close to the touchline. Alaba is over this one. So is Schlager, but it looks like it is going to be Schlager. He swings it in, and it's headed out, and it's Kai Havertz who just knocks the ball away. It's knocked back in again, and Rudiger clears it one more time. And Germany now breaking forward with Thomas Muller, looking at what options he's got available. Good ball by Thomas Muller to find Serge Gnabry. Gnabry drops it back to Gundogan. Gnabry. Back to Gundogan. And now it's back to Mats Hummels. Hummels gives the ball to Rudiger. Back with Hummels. Hummels, oh, it's a disappointing ball by Hummels again now. And Alaba, as Austria can come out on the break one more time, as the ball is cleared forward there by Seiwald, and it goes through to Kevin Trapp. And he just picks up the ball on the edge of the penalty area. Seiwald's ball just a little bit too long there. And we're going to go to Ross in a minute for an injury concern to one of the England players, but we'll go there in just a moment. Here's Jonathan Tah. Tah to Havertz. Havertz plays the ball forward, and Thomas Muller now. He's got some space in front of him. Muller looking for Gnabry, but Gnabry falls over and the move breaks down, and Alaba just clears the ball away for Austria. and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw in for Austria. And Ross, why don't you tell us about what's going on there with the injury to the England player?
Yes, thanks, Paul. It's not Imanoweki. England's one of England's danger players in this match tonight. He was got the ball on the right hand side, cut infield, running across the edge of the penalty, looking to try and get a shot off. Devlin then came in and just took him out on his knee. He went down, holding his knee, looking like maybe potential knee injury. It looks like he's okay. He stood up, no limping or anything at the moment. He stood up on the sidelines. Looks like he may be okay to continue in when he's allowed back onto the field of play, which is going to stay off now for 30 seconds. But if he has to go off, it'll be a very big blow for Lee Carsley's side and also for Chelsea as well, as he's one of their star players in the Premier League this season. So Nodi Madueke got off injured at the moment, still off the field of play at this moment in time. Well, he's now back on the field. We'll see how long he stays on for, but an injury concern was for Nodi Madueke. He remains England 2. Northern Ireland Nullers. Nodi Madueke is out of the penalty area, trying to get a strike on goal. Can he get a strike? And he can. It's blocked. Fishman ball. Shot comes in just wide from Stansfield. Still 2-0 England. 60 minutes gone.
Thanks, Ross. Here's Sabitzer now for Austria. Hour gone here, and it's still 1-0. Here's Mwene. Can he get the cross in? Surely the ball went out of play there, and it did, and it's going to be a goal kick. We're going to see a substitution. Florian Wirtz and Joshua Kimmich is coming on. Serge Gnabry is coming off. So Gnabry is coming off for Florian Wirtz, and we're probably going to see, well, that's an interesting one. Andrik is Gundogan is coming off. Now that is really shocked. I'm surprised to see that. Robert Andrik is coming on to make his Germany debut. It's his first cap for Germany, and coming off there is Gundogan, and also Leon Goretzka is coming off for Joshua Kimmich. So let's just go over these substitutions so we've got them right. So Goretzka is off, Kimmich is on, Gnabry is off, Florian Wirtz is on, and Gundogan is off, and Robert Andrik is on. Now, I'm really surprised about that because Gundogan has definitely been Germany's best player, in my mind anyway. But the change has been made, and it's already involved here in his Germany debut is Robert Andrik. And he's been fouled there by Lehmer, and it's going to be a free kick to Germany. Andrik wearing 23, Wirtz 17. Kimmich, if you know anything about Germany, he's obviously wearing number 6. And Kimmich is standing over this now, along with Wirtz. And this would usually be prime Joshua Kimmich territory. Also over this is Benjamin Heinrichs. Heinrichs may be lining up a shot. Kimmich may be doing the same. The referee just making sure the wall is back the full 10 yards and making sure that Rudiger and Linehardt don't get involved in any disagreements. They seem to be at the moment. The referee is having a word with both of them. If he's not careful, he's going to show both of them the yellow card. So that red card that was shown to Leroy Sané, by the way, was the first red card this season shown by Slavko Vinic, the referee. And it's Heinrichs now with a shot, and it's just wide. Well, Alexander Schlager did not look anywhere concerned with that shot as it goes wide, and it will be a goal kick to Austria. And Schlager may just take his time with this now. Certainly won't be in any hurry as Austria start to build up from the back. And it's Seivold clears the ball forward. And again, oh, that's a good interception there by Hummels, because otherwise Grigoric was through. Here's Rudiger. Rudiger, long ball over on the far side, looking for Florian Wirtz. It's picked up now by Austria as they move forward. It's Baumgartner, good interception there. And now Heinrich for Germany. Over to Muller on the far side. Back to Heinrich. Heinrich, ball played across there, but it's a disappointing ball. And it's cleared away by Mwene. And Austria now at the moment just very much in control of this game. Here's Andrik. Andrik just plays the ball forward, and he's only able to find Sabitzer, but it's a good ball by Sabitzer, and Grigoric is in now. That's a good save by Kevin Trapp. Grigoric got in, just went a little bit wide, but still got the shot in on target. Kevin Trapp smartly down to his right-hand side to make the save that time. And Germany now coming forward with Jonathan Tah. Tah just drops the ball back there to Hummels. Hummels goes all the way back to Kevin Trapp. Austria 1, Germany 0. 63 minutes gone, and it's been a miserable game for Germany for so many different reasons. And you're looking at Schlager there, Kai Havertz, and the ball is the throw-in is taken by Mwene, and he finds Grigoric. Grigoric loses possession. Hummels goes all the way back to Kevin Trapp. Trapp gives the ball to Jonathan Tah. Tah plays the ball forward to Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich just falling back into his own half, into his own penalty area rather, and gives the ball to Kevin Trapp. Trapp releases the ball on the far side, and Hummels now just under a bit of pressure there is Hummels, and it's going to be a corner, and it was another bad back pass that put Hummels under pressure there. And it's going to be a corner. Double change for Northern Ireland as well over there. Kelly McCann on for Devlin, and McDonald still 2-0 to England at 64 minutes gone there. We'll go over for a review there very shortly. But right now the corner is to be taken by David Alaba. And Alaba is going to swing this ball in with 65 minutes gone. It is Austria 1, Germany 0. And it's swung in there, and it's punched out by Kevin Trapp, and only as far as Lama, and he gives the ball to Sabitzer. Sabitzer, Germany's defence has fallen asleep again. Can Alaba keep it in? Well, he nearly did. Germany's defence fell asleep again. Rudiger having words with Kevin Trapp, but the whole defence fell asleep when that was going through, and Alaba was almost in there. And Kevin Trapp now, and another change for Northern Ireland, Fogarty for McGucklin. 65 minutes there. We're going to go over there in just a few moments. It's flicked on by Havertz, and it's cleared back into Germany's half of the field, and it's now back with Kevin Trapp. And yes, Ross, why don't you tell us what's going on there at Goodison Park?
Yes, Paul, there's still England 2, Northern Ireland 0, 66 minutes on the clock. England still probing, trying to get more goals. Northern Ireland have took off their danger and their talisman in Kieran McGuckin, and that just proves to show how well this England side has defended tonight. He has not had a single sniff in front of goal, the Rotherham United man, and England's defence have just seemed to have shut him out, seemed to have shut out the balls into him and the avenue into him. And England, when they've got on the ball going forward, have looked to cause a few problems, have caused Northern Ireland plenty of problems. Northern Ireland haven't even caused England many problems. They did have a cross into the penalty area just a few moments ago from their left-hand side from Charlie Allen, and he went straight underneath the crossbar, trying to test James Trafford. And you'd be pleased to hear, Paul, he claimed it with comfortable ease and was able to get England on the attack, as they're on the attack again right now with Brooke Norton-Cuffy down the right-hand side. Lovely bit of play from the on-loan Millwall player, but he can't take it in his stride now. Northern Ireland coming away with Charlie Allen. The end-to-end stuff here at the moment. Charlie Allen is bundled over by Noddy Madueke. England's danger man tonight. 67.5 minutes gone here. Still England 2, Northern Ireland 0. It looks like Noddy Madueke may go into the no bucket to pick up a yellow card, which will be England's second after Branthwaite picked up one towards the end of the first half.
All right, thank you, Ross. And it's picked up by David Alaba. Alaba just drops the ball back to the goalkeeper, Alexander Schlager. Schlager just clears the ball long, and it doesn't find Marcel Sabitzer, and just rolls out of play as Austria preparing their first substitution. Maximilian Wober is going to be coming on. So Maximilian Wober comes on, and Mwene, who has previously been booked, Philip Mwene, is the replacement. So Wober is on, Mwene is off. 68 minutes. And Wober wears number 2 for Austria. As it's gotten rather misty in this now. Lots of firecrackers going off. Havertz plays the ball forward, and chasing this one is Florian Wirtz, and he just collides there with Lehmer, and it's going to be a free kick that goes in favour of Lehmer, and another attack for Germany fizzles out without anything really to go with. It looks like Lehmer tripped over himself there, to be honest. That Wirtz was a bit unfortunate there. And Baumgartner now goes down under a challenge, and he gets a free kick as well. Under the challenge from Robert Andrich. And Austria now have a free kick. Germany it's really gotten very scrappy for them. They've really not been any better in the second half. In fact, I'd argue they may have even gotten worse. Here's Wober. Maximilian Wober. Oh, that's a wonderful ball by Wober. And almost through was Grigoric. If Grigoric could have controlled that better, he would have been in. As it is, so Germany win the ball back, and here's Andrich. Andrich plays the ball over on the far side to Muller. Muller's got Heinrich up there with him. Heinrich drops the ball back, and he gives the ball to Kimmich. Kimmich drops the ball back, and here's Mats Hummels. Hummels plays the ball down this near side to Jonathan Tah. Tah to Havertz. Back to Hummels, and Kimmich. Now to Kai Havertz. Havertz, Andrich. Kimmich picks up the ball and just moves away from the defender Lama. And Hummels gives the ball to Gundogan, who's now, not Gundogan rather, Rudiger, who's now wearing the captain's armband. Heinrich just tries to play the ball forward, and it's headed out that time by Posch. But it's only as far as Andrich. Andrich lays the ball forward to Jonathan Tah. Tah plays it across. Good work by David Alaba defensively, just to clear the ball away. That was good work by him. Just hacks the ball out of play there, just to stop the ball from reaching Thomas Muller in the middle there. Kai Havertz has got a throw in now. And it's now back with Kimmich. Kimmich drops it back to Rudiger. Rudiger, another disappointing ball by Rudiger. Launch looking for Muller, but way over Muller's head, and goes through to Alexander Schlager. More substitutes in the England game. McAtee, Illing, Junior and Delap on for Hackney, Bino, Gittins and Stansfield. Still 2-0 with 20 minutes to go in that game. It's 1-0 here with 20 minutes to go as well. Austria really in complete control in this game, it has to be said. Linehardt there just gives the ball to Alaba, and now Austria moving forward with Wober. Wober gets the ball to Baumgartner. Baumgartner to Xaver Schlager rather. And here's Poch. Poch down this far side to Lehmer. Lehmer just cutting in field there. And it's dropped back there to Seiwald. Seiwald gives the ball to Alaba. Alaba plays the ball forward to Grigoric. Grigoric turns and Baumgartner's in. It could be 2-0. Baumgartner! It's 2-0. And Austria are well on their way to being home and hosed. 18 minutes left in this game. It is Austria 2, Germany 0. It's Christoph Baumgartner. And from a German perspective, it's embarrassing. 72 minutes gone. And again, Germany's defence carved open way too easily. And Austria can celebrate the 2-0 lead. And we'll just talk you through this goal. Thomas Muller's gone over to have a chit-chat with Julian Nagelsmann. Not sure exactly what's being said there, but looking at this, it is, you can see it here, the ball by Alaba. It was just a touch by Grigoric to Baumgartner, and Baumgartner went through the German defence like they weren't even there. You see it here again. It's a great pass by Alaba to find Baumgartner. To find Grigoric, and then just a little knock on really by Grigoric to Baumgartner. He got past Hummels way too easily and over the goalkeeper and in the net. It's 2-0. And Ross, why don't you tell us about that? Apparently, if you have any more information for us, it's still 2-0, Ross?
Yeah, still 2-0, but England have just gone close again. And this time it was that man, Noddy Madueke. Brilliant bit of play involving Harvey Elliott. He played into Madueke, who shot, just went wide of the post on the right hand side. 4 minutes gone, it's still 2-0 to England. England looking comfortable in this game now. The Northern Ireland goal threat when Kieran McGuckin went off has been non-existent. He was their main goal threat. England stopped him from having a real say in this game. But England looking comfortable, being able to play it out from the back and carving them open, knocking on the door a moment ago. They could be knocking on the door again. It's not a matter of okay. He's brought down, and it's a free kick to England, fouled by the number 16 of Northern Ireland, which is Substitute McCann, who's not happy with the referee's decision here, Paul. But for me, I'm just looking at it again on this replay. It's a clear foul. Brilliant bit of play. But not too comfy. He was brought down. He was about to get away, and he just stuck his leg, and he gets a yellow card for his troubles. Right decision from our man in the middle tonight. It remains England 2, Northern Ireland 0. I'll let you know if there's any updates from this free kick, which Harvey Elliott looks like he's going to take. Can he repeat the same fact he did when he scored from a free kick early on in the second half?
All right, thank you, Ross. Still 2-0 here. Germany have possession. Mats Hummels launches the ball long over on the far side looking for Muller, and it just bounces off the defender Posch, and just grabbing it at the first attempt is Alexander Schlager there, the Austrian goalkeeper. As the Austrian fans here in Vienna are absolutely delighted with this performance. Here's David Alaba, and it's won back there by Robert Andrich, but it's back with Austria again now. And Xaver Schlager is determined not to have been fouled. And here's Rudiger. That looked like a foul to me, but it's the referee has allowed play to go on. And here is Andrich again, gives the ball to Tar. Now back with Kimmich. Kimmich now to to Kai Havertz for Germany. The ball is launched forward there, and Kimmich just knocks it back to Jonathan Tah. Tah gets the cross in. Oh, Havertz almost able to bring it down, but he wasn't. And that's really good defending by Stefan Posch, taking control of that situation. It didn't look like Alexander Schlager called for it. Now there's another substitution for Germany. Coming on now is Marvin Dock, and Kai Havertz is the one being replaced. So Havertz goes off and Marvin Duksch is on. And, Kai Havertz goes off. He looks to the heavens. Well, he might. Well, the rest of them might as well. But 76 minutes gone. That is his sixth substitution for Germany. And he's wearing number 20, of course. The ball is played forward there. Good interception by Rudiger. And here's Mats Hummels now. Gives the ball there to Andrich. Andrich. Drop back to Andrich, who of course this is his first cap for Germany. One I think he would like to forget. And is played back there by Mats Hummels to the goalkeeper. Kevin Trapp comes out to meet that. And now the ball is played long. It's comfortably won by Poch again, who's defended very well for Austria today. And here's Kimmich. Kimmich, long ball over on the far side there to Jonathan Tah. Let's see what he can produce. Oh, it's a terrible ball by Tah. It's cleared away there to Wirtz, but only there. There's a chance there by Kimmich. And it just bounced to the edge of the area to Joshua Kimmich. He struck it. It was just over the crossbar. It's the closest Germany have come throughout the entire game, to be fair. And it just cleared the crossbar, only just. Florian Wirtz just got the touch there to Kimmich. And it's over the crossbar, and it remains Austria 2, Germany 0. You're listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's the Commentary Services is the official player of the match sponsor on the Hub. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season. That is JB Sports, Focus on Football, and Storm FM. Don't forget you can follow us live on Twitter, and you can like our Facebook page at facebook.com/the commentary hub. As Florian Wirtz just has a shot, and it was in fact Germany's second shot on goal in the entire game. It's comfortably turned over the crossbar by Alexander Schlager, but it does give Germany a corner. And Joshua Kimmich is going to take it as Germany load up the 6-yard box. It's swung in, and the goalkeeper flaps at it, but just gets enough on it to give it to Seivold. And Seivold now, tries to play it long, and it goes off Thomas Muller. That kind of stops that interception. Looks like we're going to see another couple of substitutes coming on. It looks like it's going to be Romano Schmidt and Sasa Kalajnik. And those two are waiting to come on. It doesn't look like the referee is going to allow them to come on just yet, though. He wants the throw-in to be taken here by Maximilian Wober. Wober takes a throw-in quickly, and he tries to find Sabitzer, but that was won by Jonathan Tah. And now Germany can kind of break away, but Thomas Muller gives the ball away. There's been another goal in the England game, and no surprises, Ross?
No surprises, Paul. It is England 3, Northern Ireland 0. And take a bow, Harvey Elliott. His second of the game. Brilliant bit of ball played through to him from Tyler Morton, who got the scoring up and running tonight. Fantastic ball through. Cut open the Northern Irish defence. Elliott ran through and then delicately chipped it over the out-rushing goalkeeper Clark into the back of the net. Is now game, set and match. England now have a 3-goal lead in this game, and I can't see Northern Ireland coming back into it now. England just comprehensively running riot now, as there's a man gone down. Just trying to see who it is who's gone down for England. Just thinking maybe Wilson Esbrand who's down for England. Just can't quite see his number at the moment. You can see the physio's working on him. It looks like it's his shoulder. We just look here. I think, yes, it is Wilson Esbrand. He just lands awkwardly on his shoulder as he goes down after being challenged by the number 5 of Northern Ireland, which is McConville. But England comprehensively cut up Northern Ireland there and now lead by 3-0, Paul. I can see England potentially getting more.
Thank you, Ross. 2 substitutions while you've been away, both to Austria. Romano Schmidt and Sasa Kalajnik are on. The goal scorer of the second goal, Christoph Baumgartner and Michael Grigorich, make way. So I suppose in about 5 or 6 minutes' time, I should be looking at my player of the match. Here is Kimmich. Kimmich is been able to find Benjamin Heinrichs. Heinrichs finds Kimmich again. Kimmich launches the ball in looking for Muller. Is Muller able to bring it down? He isn't. And it's headed back to Alexander Schlager from David Alaba. And it's back now with the goalkeeper. And, well, it's he's going to take all the time in the world. With this one, he's not going to feel the need to do anything with that. And also right now you can see Julian Nagelsmann is completely losing it down there. He looks absolutely furious, and he's arguing with the 4th official. He's now gone to sit down, but he's talking pretty much to himself at the moment, and he might be furious with this because it has been dismal, and I don't think he can blame the officials at all for anything. I actually think the Slovenian referee has had a very good game today. And the ball over on the far side there now is with Lienhart. Lienhart plays the ball forward. Schmidt is wearing 18 and Kalajnik 21 for Austria. And the ball is now with Lienhart, and it's cleared away. And Germany, the official's flag has gone up, but for what? I'm not sure. The assistant's flag has gone up. He certainly wasn't anywhere near in an offside position. That is a very strange call, it has to be said. As we're just looking at the camera angle from above the stadium. Very nice view. And here's Sabitzer. Sabitzer was looking for Voba, and the referee has blown his whistle again. In about 3 or 4 minutes' time here, I'm going to give the player of the match for the time being. Here's Joshua Kimmich on the ball now for Germany. Kimmich tried to find Wirtz, but Wirtz gives the ball away. But he is alleged to have been fouled this time, so it is a free kick. And standing over this is Joshua Kimmich inside the centre circle, just inside the Austrian half of the field. And Germany's got the players forward. It's long, and it's headed on by Tar. Is looking for Muller. Muller gets a header on goal, but it's a comfortable save by Alexander Schlager, and another move breaks down, and it's huff and puff from the likes of Thomas Muller and Ilkay Gundogan today, but they can't do it on their own, as Seival plays the ball over on the far side to Poch. Poch now coming forward. He's got options ahead of him. Poch's ball is a disappointing one. Only finds Jonathan Tah, but Germany coming away with the ball now. And it's Tar again. He gives the ball down this near side to Muller. Muller drops the ball back to Hummels. Hummels across to Rudiger. We're inside 5 minutes to go. Rudiger plays the ball forward there for Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich goes long to Jonathan Tah down this near side. Tah tries to just get the ball past Vober. He's not successful. And he gives the ball to Andrich. And finds... he was looking for Joshua Kimmich, but it was another wayward pass by Germany. And Benjamin Heinrichs just trying to win the ball back there off Lehmer, but he's not successful. Lehmer turns and gives it back to the defender Linehardt. And Poch plays the ball forward down to Kalashnik. There, his pass went straight back to Linehardt, but the ball is now won back by Germany. And it's headed on by Hummels. Hummels just plays the ball forward. And here's Heinrich. Heinrich trying to find Dutch, but was not successful. Germany do win the ball back. And here's Rudiger. Rudiger gives the ball there to Kimmich. Kimmich finds Mats Hummels in an advanced position. Hummels finds Jonathan Tah. Germany now just looking to try to create a chance. There's 4 minutes left in this one. It's Joshua Kimmich. Wirtz. And Wirtz's pass to Kimmich is not good. And Kimmich just hauls down Romano Schmidt and goes into the referee's notebook as a consequence. Stupid yellow card, really. But into the notebook he goes. A senseless foul, one of frustration, no doubt. And the Austrian fans celebrate. Just going to go back to Russ for the final time tonight. In just a moment, Austria are through here. It's Sabitzer with a chance! And he blazes it over the crossbar. Well, he just got the other side of the German defence just for a moment. And Sabitzer just blazed it over the crossbar. So with that, for the final time today, we'll go back to Russ. Tell us about that England chance, Russ.
Yes, England, brilliant bit of play from England. Again, this time down the left-hand side, ball into Elliott. We're just going to get a striking. We've got striking on goal, which was blocked by the goalkeepers and defenders' legs. England knocking on the door, trying to make it 4. 7 minutes ago. We could have a bit of lengthy stoppage time as well, Paul, because Charlie Patino came on for Wilson Esband, who was down just after England had scored. They didn't restart the game after England's goal till about 4 minutes after the RVL made it 3-0. So we could be looking at about 4 minutes stoppage time here. Devaney, who started the game for Northern Ireland, he's gone off for Bagley as well. And that was on 82 minutes, just after the England goal as well. Well, Wilson Esband was getting treated, as England almost did again, as they can't be found this time. 88 minutes on the clock. So I'd say around about 6 minutes left to go for me, maybe a bit longer. It remains England 3, Northern Ireland 0.
All right, thanks, Russ. Action on the Austrian bench. Looks like Entrup, Seidel and Danso are ready to come on, but here's a chance now for Austria again. Here's a real chance now for Kalashnik, and a good save by Kevin Trapp there, but it looks like the official's flag has gone up. Kalashnik just getting inside the penalty area and getting the shot away, but it was a good save by Kevin Trapp. So let's take a look at these substitutions now. So Lema is going off, and also Alaba coming off. We're just going to see who the other one is. Marcel Sabitzer coming off. So what we've got here is Danso, Entrop, and Matthias Seidel are coming on. Alaba, Lema, and Sabitzer, the other goal scorer, are coming off. So that is the third, fourth. That is the fourth, fifth, and sixth substitution for Austria. And while these substitutions are taking place, let's go ahead and give you our player of the match. And today's player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, I'm giving to Christoph Baumgartner for Austria, who has dominated the midfield. He's scored the second goal as well, of course, but I think a lot of his great work has been in the midfield. He certainly dominated that midfield and made Germany look very average. So today's player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Austria's number 19, Christoph Baumgartner. And here's a chance now for Seidel. Seidel with a shot. It's a good save. The ball comes back and it's off the line from Entrop. The two substitutes combining there, nearly giving Austria the 3-0 lead. Well, right now there's the ball with Schlager. It's crossed in by Wober as well. Wober has the ball right now. Wober plays the ball into the middle, and it's back to Xaver Schlager with a shot, and it's right at Kevin Trapp, and it's a good save as we have 6 minutes of injury time to play in this one, given by our fourth official Martin Matosa. But very nearly there, Seidel nearly gave Germany, just seconds after he'd come on, Seidel nearly gave Austria the 3-0 lead. And, well, the Austrian fans there, they're not satisfied then just with the 2-0, I suppose, but it's a free kick to Germany, and it's going to be Joshua Kimmich. 6 attempts on goal by Austria, 2 from Germany. Kimmich is going to take the free kick. He launches it in there, and it's just headed out only as far as Florian Wirtz. Is Wirtz going to have a shot here? He decided not to. He might have been better doing so, but he ends up going to the touchline. He slips and loses possession, and Seidel now coming forward for Austria. Matthias Seidel plays the ball across to Kalashnik. Kalashnik launches the ball into the middle, but that's a good bit of defending. There is Joshua Kimmich. And the ball is played forward, looking for Florian Wirtz there, but well, he was never going to get there, to be honest. And it goes all the way through to Alexander Schlager, as we have played almost 2 minutes now of the 4 minutes injury time that has been added on in this game. And it's Danso. Danso drops it back to the goalkeeper. Kevin Danso gets the ball back off Alexander Schlager. He gives the ball to Maximilian Wober. Wober plays the ball forward here to Kalashnik. Kalashnik is fouled that time by Rudiger Schürrle. Rudiger goes over there to see how Kalashnik is. He's sort of getting himself to his feet as we speak. The challenge was from behind. He was pulled over as well by Rudiger. It was a silly, pointless challenge. And it's going to be a free kick. And what are the German newspapers going to say about this? It's got to be... maybe I'll go on Der Spieler tomorrow and see what they've got to say. But the ball is headed out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Austria. And it's taken by Maximilian Wober. And it's one back here. And, well, Schmidt almost got in again, but the ball rolls through to Kevin Trapp. And Trapp clears the ball downfield. And it's headed on by Thomas Muller. And Germany just trying now to get some form of control of possession, but they're just not able to do it right now. It's very scrappy from Germany. And here's Heinrich. Heinrich just drops it back to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Andrik. Andrik over on the far side now to Muller. Muller's cross, and it's headed away by Maximilian Wöber. And it's now back with Jonathan Tah. And he gives the ball to Kimmich. Kimmich gets a shot away, but the goalkeeper, Alexander Schlager, gets down and stops that. That's a good, smart save. And, well, Xaver Schlager trying to break away, but he's fouled that time. And we are inside now, 2 minutes remaining in this one. 6 minutes also in the England game as well. It was more of a cross than a shot, really. That wouldn't have counted as a shot on goal. It was away from the goal, but Schlager got down to it very well, nevertheless, as we look at the overhigh look at the Ernst-Happel Stadion in the 10th district of Vienna. And it's rather a nice view from up there. As the ball is played forward and it's given to Seidel. Seidel just plays the ball over on the far side. He gets the ball back. The pass was looking for the overlapping Seinfeld, but he wasn't able to find him. And now Germany can break away. And it's Heinrich, and he just plays the ball forward. And Heinrich has given the ball away again as well. And this time to Philipp Lienhardt, and Austria get the ball back. And it's just, at the moment, too easy for Austria, really. Here is Seidel. Seidel gives the ball to Wöber. Wöber. Just the ball drops back there to Seivold. Seivold plays the ball across there to Schmidt. Schmidt over on the far side to Posch. Stefan Posch. And gives the ball to Matthias Seidel. He's brought down, and it's going to be a free kick to Austria. It's a good 20 yards out. And it's going to be a free kick. Austria just seeing enough that they can take advantage of this. Kevin Trapp just trying to organise the wall as time ticking down here. We've played the 6 allotted minutes of the minimum amount of stoppage time. Austria would love a third goal here. They've got 3 players surrounding this. They've got Xaver Schlager surrounding it. And they've also got Stefan Posch there. I'm just going to see who it is that's going to take this. It's full time in the England game. Finished 3-0. We'll go back to Ross at the end of this one. And the free kick is taken by Wöber. And it's right down Kevin Trapp's throat. And it is remains Austria 2, Germany 0. And that's it. The referee has blown full time. A second half goal by Christoph Baumgartner on 72 minutes, doubling Austria's lead from the goal on 28 minutes by Marcel Sabitzer. Germany have created little. A chance, a shot by Kimmich, which was turned over by the goalkeeper comfortably, is about the best it got for Germany in the second half. Leroy Sané adding to Germany's misery today by reacting in an ill-tempered way and getting himself sent off. At the end of this one, it's another night to forget for Germany. It's Austria 0, Germany 2. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you, Paul. And it's a wonderful night for Lee Carsley and England under-21s. A 3-0 victory over Northern Ireland in the under-21 European Championship qualifier this evening. Fantastic performance from the young Lions. 3 superb goals. The pick of them, the Orvelia free kick, but England just turned it on in style and never gave Northern Ireland a sniff. Kieran McGuckin, Northern Ireland's main man, was never in the game at all tonight, and England just did that superbly. Snuffed him out and didn't let him have a moment's peace. So let's just remind you of all the other scores from the matches taking place this evening. In League One, it finished Leighton Orient 0, Lincoln City 1. Get the thoughts from the Austria-Germany game. shortly once I've gone through the other scores. In the National League tonight is Bromley 2, Aldershot 2 in stoppage time, closing stages there. Eastleigh 2, Bournemouth 1 is a result as well. Ebbsfleet 1, Maidenhead United 1, FC Halifax Town 2, AFC Fylde 2, Kidderminster 1, Hartlepool 1, 81 minutes Scottish Rochdale 3, Altrincham 0. In stoppage time at the end of the second half is Solihull Moors 1, Gateshead 2, finished Woking 0, Chesterfield 2, York City 2, Oxford City 0. National League North to tell you about. It finished Alfreton 1, Chester 1, Banbury 2, Bishop Stortford 2. That's the latest between Banbury and Bishop Stortford. Blythe 1, Chorley 1, Boston 0, Rushall 1. Latest score they're in stoppage time there. Buxton 2, Hereford 1 in stoppage time there as well. Darlington 1, Warrington 1, Farnsley 0, Spennymoor 0. Scarborough 2, Kingsley 0. Scunthorpe 1, Southport 0. South Shields 0, Curzon Ashton 0. Tamworth 1, Brackley 0. In National League South to tell you about quick some results in there. Chippenham 0, Chippenham 1, Yeovil 1, should I say. Dartford 0, Braintree 2. Dover 1, Eastbourne Borough 1. Farnborough 0, Worthing 3. ML 0, Bath City 0. Slough 2, Avonton Waterlooville 1. St Albans 0, Western Supermare 1. Tunbridge Angels 1, Averley 1. Weymouth 2, True Road 0. EFL Trophy, or the Bristol Motors Trophy as it's now known as. Finished Burton Albion 2, Mansfield 1, Charlton 3, Sutton 0, MK Dons 3, Northampton 2, Swindon 0, Exeter 1, Bradford City 5, Barnsley 1, Colchester 1, Peterborough 0. Luke, if you're still listening, finished Accrington 1, Nottingham Forest 2, Alexandra 2, Newcastle United under 21s 1. FA Trophy. There's a penalty shootout in one of the matches, which I'll tell you about in a moment, where it's Leiston 1, Peterborough Sports 4, coming up in stoppage time there, and Welling 2, Taunton 2. Penalties are taking place there, and it's currently 2-2 on penalties. We'll let you know the result of that one if we get a chance. If not, find it where you need to be there this evening. Now for the European Championships. Andorra 0, Israel 2, Croatia 1, Armenia 0, Gibraltar 0, Netherlands 6, Greece 2, France 2, Kosovo 0, Belarus 1, Romania 1, Switzerland 0. And this result means Wales have failed to qualify at the moment for Euro 2024. They drew 1-1 with Turkey this evening. They could potentially be one of the best first place teams in for the playoffs. They could go into the playoffs. So I think we'll just have to we'll try and get confirmation of that for you as well this evening. Scottish League 2 to tell you about as well, just before we do get the reaction from the Germany game. Bonnyrigg Rose 4, East 5-2, and Elgin 1, 4-4 Athletic 0 is the other score there in Scottish League 2. Right then, let's turn our attentions back to our featured game and to Paul James, who has been watching Austria against Germany. And Paul, with the crowd, now just left the stadium, which is probably best for Germany fans to leave the stadium, it sounds of it. Paul, what did you make of Germany's performance tonight?
Words fail me, Ross. Words fail me. I don't know. I just words fail me. All I can say is they are in a terrible, terrible, terrible mess. And I hope now German fans realise that this issue does not fall on Hansi Flick. This issue falls on German football as a whole. This issue falls on the fact that they have not produced enough talent to field really at the moment. Yes, as we spoke about earlier, they do have some good players, but collectively as a unit, they are not performing. They are not playing very well, and they don't look fully committed, if I'm being honest with you, Russ.
Yes, and Paul, you say they don't look totally committed. Just talk to me about how that how, because it sounded on commentary, Paul, when I was listening while watching the England game and doing the updates on the England game, it sounded so easy for Austria to score that second goal. Just tell us, Paul, now how easy it was for Austria to score their second goal this evening.
Well, the defence just fell apart, Russ. That was the problem. The ball over the top, they're being broken down too easily. So many times today, the ball over the top from Baumgartner, the ball over the top from Lema as well, was looking for Grigoric and eventually Kalashnik over the top. It was breaking Germany down way too easily, and it's just too easy. It was schoolboy football. This kind of ease in which Germany's defense is being broken down, the lack of marking, the inability to coordinate their back line, and they look like they've never played together, Russ. Passing wise, Rudiger, Hummels, Havertz, Muller, all these experienced players giving the ball away way too easily. Like I must have counted 5 or 6 times the ball was given away stupidly by Rudiger today. Not to mention Leroy Sané's sending off. If you haven't seen that, Russ, can I recommend that you watch that on YouTube, just so that you can see exactly what happened? But it was the most stupid thing one person can do. It was.
Yeah,
It was.
I was going to get to that in a second, Paul, but why don't you just tell us a bit more about it? Why was the correct decision by the referee? Because I know you said that in commentary.
Well, what happened well, first of all, he could have been sent off for 2 things, really. The initial stamp on the backside of Mwemel, the original stamp on his backside, that was probably accidental. But then Mwemel got up and gave Sané a bit of a push. It wasn't much, but he just gave him a bit of a push. The trouble is Sané raised his hands, both hands, and pushed Mwemel in the face. And he pushed him fairly hard in the face. It dropped him to the ground. And I don't think Mwemel is guilty of exaggerating it or diving or feigning injury or anything like that. It was almost an assault, Russ.
Wow,
And
I'll have to check it out, Paul. I've not actually seen it yet myself. Obviously, we're covering the England under-21s game. I've not seen it myself, but I'll have to try and check it out over the next couple of days or so once I see any highlights being put out there. But it does sound like a poor decision made by Sané this evening.
Well, it's going to be interesting what the German newspapers cover in the morning. De Spieler has been relentless in Germany's downfall in world football at the moment. They've called it the death of a nation. They've called it embarrassing. They've called it a shame on the nation. They've called these group of players a joke. And I suspect that it's not going to be any better tomorrow. If I was to, when I go on the Der Spieler website in the morning tomorrow when I wake up, I will read it and I will not be surprised at what I'm about to read, because they're going to be brutal. After that performance, they're going to be absolutely brutal.
Yes, thank you very much. Then Paul, late goal in the National League. Bromley 2, Aldershot 3, 90 plus 13 minutes there. Aldershot may have just snatched that one out of the palms of Bromley who thought they were getting a point. 90 plus 13 from Kobe Rowe for Bromley this evening. Look, for Aldershot this evening against Bromley, looks to have broke Bromley's hearts this evening. Just before we do go, let's just remind you of what we have got coming up over the next few days. Thursday evening, around 8 o'clock in the evening, join myself, Paul James, Luke Turton, and potentially a couple of other guests to preview some of the games in the Premier League, our first instalment of the Premier League preview show here on the Commentary Hub, also live. Also be available on Focus on Football, Commentary Hub 2, my personal Twitch as well, and hopefully JB Sports and Storm FM. Also, we've got brilliant live alternative off-tube remote commentaries coming up for you as well. Join Paul, James and myself as we bring you Brentford against Arsenal this Saturday, kick-off at 5:30. That will be after we've done a comprehensive roundup of all of Saturday's action in the 3 o'clock kickoffs and early kickoffs as well from the Premier League, Championship, League One and League Two. And also Sunday evening, join Paul James, myself, Russ Vernon, and also Luke Turton as well, as myself and Luke will be providing a commentary on Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. What a game that will be this Sunday for all our listeners to listen to. But from myself and from Paul, a very big thank you to you all for tuning in this evening. We're going to say good night to you all right now, and we'll catch up with you again on Thursday evening, if not before. From all of the team here, thank you very much for listening. Any shows in between now and Thursday, we'll let you know. Just head over to our Twitter feed, a Contra Live 1 of Focus Football 7 to find out when we're next going to go live. From all of the team here, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. It's a good night to you all.